Kind attention, everyone. Secretary sir is on the way. He will be coming here in another 5 minutes. So please get seated in your place. Thank you. It is requested that those who are sitting on the back side may come on this side, on the left side, please. The last three rows or the last four rows can move this side actually. The last rows can come a little bit forward actually. Sir, you are requested to kindly take the seats actually. Secretary sir is on the way. He is coming up in a few minutes. A very good morning to our esteemed dignitaries, participants from academia and industry, and members of the media. On behalf of the Department of Telecommunications and IIT Madras, I extend a warm welcome to all of you to the inaugural ceremony of the TTDF Symposium 2025. We are about to commence the proceedings in a few moments. We kindly request you to take your seats and switch your mobile phones to silent mode. Thank you. I would request our esteemed dignitaries, Dr. Neeraj Mittal, Secretary Telecom, Dr. V. Kamakoti, Director IIT Madras, Sri Guljan Natarajan, Additional Secretary Telecom, Dr. Parag Agarwal, DDG TTDF, and Professor R.K. Ghanti to kindly take their seats on the dais.
We are in a school uniform.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense pleasure that we commence the inaugural ceremony of the TTDF Synergy Symposium. Over the next 3 days, this symposium will serve as a crucial platform for effective execution, knowledge sharing, and comprehensive support for the projects funded under the visionary Telecom Technology Development Fund scheme. We are profoundly honored by the presence of our esteemed dignitaries. Their joint presence today will significantly boost the importance of this event and deeply inspire and encourage every researcher, innovator, and industry leader here. To formally welcome them, I would now like to invite the student volunteers to present our honored guests with plant, a symbol of growth and new beginnings. First, I would like to invite Ms. Kalyani B., MS student, IIT Madras, to present a plant to the Secretary Telecom. Sir, your keen interest in this symposium is a powerful endorsement of our national goals. Next, I now invite Sri Ravi Mathur, Director TTDF DOT, to present a plan to the Director of IIT Madras. Thank you. May I now request Sri Anil Kumar, postdoc student IIT Madras, to welcome the Additional Secretary Telecom. Thank you to our volunteers and a very warm welcome once again to all distinguished dignitaries. We are truly honored by your presence. As is our cherished tradition, we begin by seeking blessings for our noble cause. I would now request our honored dignitaries, led by Secretary Telecom, to kindly step forward for the lighting of the ceremonial lamp. This symbolic act represents the dispelling of darkness and the dawn of knowledge, synergy, and innovation. Thank you, esteemed dignitaries. To formally open the symposium, I now invite the DDG TTDF, Dr. Parag Agarwal, to deliver the welcome address.
Respected Secretary Telecom, Department Telecom, Director IT Madras, dignitaries from the Department of Telecommunications, representative from academia and research institutes, industry startups, and ladies and gentlemen, a very warm and hearty welcome to each one of you to the first ever Telecom TTDF Symposium here at the vibrant and innovation-driven campus of IT Madras Research Park, an institute that itself symbolizes the spirit of collaboration and cutting-edge research we aspire to foster through this event. It is both a privilege and a moment of pride to stand before this gathering of visionary minds and committed practitioners, all united by a shared purpose to co-create the future of telecommunications in India. Sir, on behalf of TTDF Division DOT under the aegis of Digital Bharat Nidhi, I extend my sincere gratitude to each one of you for your ideas, your energy, and most importantly, your belief in India's potential to lead in this critical domain. Sir, TTDF was officially launched on October 1st, 22, with a clear vision to act as a catalyst for indigenous research and development in the telecom sector. From the very beginning, the aim was to foster self-reliance, drive co-innovation, and build an ecosystem that thrives on the intellectual and entrepreneurial energy. Sir, this three-day symposium is the culmination of efforts across ecosystems we have tried to bring together scholars, technocrats, policymakers, entrepreneurs, and visionaries, all working together as a telecom ecosystem that is indigenous, innovative, and inclusive. We are here to foster collaboration across domains, identify synergistic opportunities, resolve execution of roadblocks, and most importantly, build a community of shared purpose. From 6G network frameworks and terahertz communication systems to semantic architectures, AI native radio networks, Internet of Bio-Nano Things, and quantum encrypted platforms, the spectrum of work being showcased here is nothing short of extraordinary. Sir, each of these projects is not just an academic exercise, they are active responses to future technological imperatives. They tackle problems that sit at the intersection of national security, digital sovereignty, economic inclusion, and industrial competitiveness. Over the next 3 days, we target to go beyond discussions, discover collaborators, bridge disciplines, and build shared solutions. This is not just a symposium, it's a launchpad, a moment to show that India has the talent, policy vision, research strength, and ambition to lead the global telecom transformation, not tomorrow, but today. Once again, I welcome all of you to the TTDF Symposium 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the warm welcome. To provide a deeper insight into the vision and mission of the Telecom Technology Development Fund, we will now screen a short video that elaborates on its objectives and significant impact, and showcases the remarkable achievements and success stories of the TTDF-funded indigenous innovation. Please direct your attention to the screens.
Research is the bedrock of innovation. It transforms ideas into solutions, propelling industries forward and shaping a nation's destiny. In the telecom sector, research drives connectivity, enabling seamless communication and bridging distances. India today stands as one of the front runners of telecom, with over 1.2 billion subscribers and one of the fastest rollout of 5G in the world. Aligning with the Prime Minister's Atmanirbhar Bharat vision, the focus is on fostering indigenous technologies, reducing dependency, and enhancing self-reliance. To realize this vision, the Department of Telecommunications launched the Telecom Technology Development Fund under the Digital Bharat Nidhi. The scheme was launched on 1st October 2022 with the aim to support research and development in telecom. It has launched multiple call for proposals so far, including themes like pilot, quantum, and 6G. Going forward, the scheme continues to invest in cutting-edge technologies, forming the future of telecom in the world. Since its inception, TTDF has disbursed over 180 crore rupees to beneficiaries, supporting 120 projects with a total approved amount of more than 500 crore rupees. The beneficiaries of these projects are spread across the country and include academia, startups, MSMEs, and R&D institutes. Here is a glimpse of some pioneering projects supported under TTDF that are pushing the frontiers of telecom innovation. Advanced Optical Communication Test Bed, led by IIT Madras in collaboration with IIT Delhi, IIT Delhi, EarNet, and industry partners. This project is developing next-generation subsystems for both fiber optic and free space optical communication. 6G terahertz testbed, in partnership with IIT Madras, IIT Guwahati, and IIT Patna. Sameer is building a cutting-edge 6G terahertz testbed leveraging orbital angular momentum and multiplexing. This platform is designed to advance terahertz communication components for use in multiple applications. Next-gen fixed wireless access. Astrome Technologies Private Limited is creating low-cost, low-power CPEs capable of delivering gigabyte internet over several kilometers. Their product, the world's first multi-link E-band radio, connects multiple CPEs from a single tower, dramatically reducing deployment costs. Digital mining infrastructure. Texmin is building a digital mining infrastructure powered by private 5G. The project integrates industrial IoT and drone systems to enable real-time surveillance and tracking of equipment and personnel in remote mining environments. Hence, TTDF is not just funding projects, it is building an ecosystem of innovation to shape India's telecom future. It is acting as the bridge between all stakeholders. To further develop this ecosystem, TTDF has organized this symposium, a unique 3-day event hosted at IIT Madras Research Park to bring all stakeholders together to collaborate, synergize, and innovate. The Department of Telecom, IIT Madras, and TCOE India welcome all the dignitaries to the TTDF Symposium 2025.
Truly inspiring. These stories are testament to the potential that the TTDF is unlocking and the commercialization pathways being identified. It is now my privilege to invite the Additional Secretary Telecom, Sri Guljal Natarajan, to deliver the opening remarks.
Very good morning to every one of you. Secretary Sir, Director, Professor Radha Krishna Ganti, Parag Agarwal, distinguished colleagues from DOT, distinguished professors and academic researchers from IIT Madras, the deans and other academic researchers and others who have come here to attend this. Good morning to every one of you. It is a great honor for me to be welcoming you all to this inaugural Telecom Technology Development Fund Symposium. This venue itself is a symbol of powerful synergy between the academia and industry, and we are here to celebrate and strengthen. In fact, we gather today not merely as participants of the workshop, but as architects of a national mission. The symposium represents a critical confluence where a high-level strategic vision of Atmanirbhar Bharat and J Anusandhan meets the focused, on-the-ground execution required to turn that vision into a tangible reality. The energy and intellectual capital present here today are the very forces that will propel India into the next era of digital leadership. Our purpose over the next 3 days is to channel this collective power to foster a vibrant culture of collaborative innovation, and to ensure that our national ambitions are matched by flawless execution and impactful outcomes. The TTDF is far more than a funding mechanism. It is the department's flagship strategic instrument designed to create sovereign capabilities in a sector that is critical for our economic progress, national security, and social development. It is a deliberate and decisive step away from being a passive technology adopter to becoming a proactive technology developer, innovator, and global standard setter. As mentioned earlier by DDG TTDF in his opening remarks, the TTDF is actively supporting 120 diverse research and development projects with a total sanctioned investment exceeding rupees 500 crores. The primary objective of this symposium over the next 2.5 days is to facilitate deep and meaningful interaction. It is an opportunity for all of us to get together, understand what each of us is working on. Maybe there are collaboration opportunities, shared opportunities to work together. There's surely learnings, maybe some of which will lead to an emergence of a synergy which creates something truly impactful and truly useful for our country. Secondly, this is a platform for hand-holding and strengthening the mentorship network. The DOT officers and experienced professors shall be playing a pivotal role in project deliberations, offering their technical expertise and insights. They shall be instrumental in fostering collaboration and synergy among projects, guiding R&D and standardization efforts. Finally, we'll use this opportunity to define clear deliverables and milestones. By bringing all the stakeholders together, we can collectively align expectations and ensure that every project has a clear, well-defined path to success, scaling, and which in turn would contribute meaningfully to our national goals. In closing, I want to emphasize that the DOT is here not as a regulator or as a distant government entity, but as an enabler, as a participant, and as somebody to facilitate this process in the most constructive manner. We are deeply invested in your success. This symposium is your platform. I urge each and every one of us to seize this opportunity with both hands. I'll also request that we engage in the presentations over the next 2.5 days, participate actively in those deliberations, and be generous with your knowledge sharing and with your constructive comments and suggestions and opinions. I also request that we challenge our peers, seek out new collaborators, and connect with each one of us present here. Let's work together with a shared sense of purpose. Let's ensure that the projects funded under TTDF deliver solutions that are practical, scalable, and aligned with our national goals. Let's continue to innovate with purpose, collaborate with intent, and deliver results that will make India a true leader in the global economy. Thank you very much, and I wish the symposium all the best.
Thank you, sir, for your opening address. It sets a compelling tone for the important discussions ahead. I would now like to invite the Director, IIT Madras, Dr. V. Kamakoti, to deliver the keynote address. Sir, your perspective will be invaluable as we aim to strengthen peer-to-peer collaboration and mentorship.
Thank you. Good morning and a very hearty welcome to IIT Madras Research Park, IIT Madras, Chennai, Tamil Nadu. To our beloved DOT Secretary Mittalji, welcome back to Tamil Nadu. And to Mr. Gulsar, welcome back to IIT Madras. He is a 1996 batch chemical student. So I'm very happy that he is today in this very important symposium. Paragji, again, hearty welcome. So friends, in the telecom, we had seen certain very great things that happened in the last 5 years, which have never happened in our country. BSNL had become Atmanirbhar. We have a 4G network. The core developed by CDOT, and then Tejas and TCS have played an important role, and we have close to 90,000 plus towers that are working. And that's a very, very important milestone for our country, given that today telecommunication is becoming a very, very important aspect of national security. We have developed many systems for the next generation, that's the 5G. I'm very happy to tell you that IIT Madras has taken a good effort. It's a multi-institutional effort. We have demonstrated core, we have demonstrated RAN. We have also had one standard essential patent. It was the 5GI. It was a LMLC, low mobility, large coverage standard essential patent, which should be part of the subsequent releases of the 5G standards from the 3GPP. If we aspire to become a world leader in telecom, it is very important that we come out with certain standard essential patents and we establish that sovereignty. Unless we do that, it is not going to be possible. One thing I must tell about DOT, DOT is not just granting projects, it's showering projects. I think we have showered so much projects in the last 2 years under the TTDF scheme, thanks to DOT, and this is really the time where we respond back to them with extremely effective, extremely useful deliverables. And that is precisely why this workshop has been organized today. What we want to look at is how we synergize, so collaborate and synergize so that we come out with very good innovations that can give us a good edge when we go in for standards of the 6G. Friends, 6G is evolving. 6G standards are not finalized. And as they finalize, we being one of the largest subscribers, over 100 crore smartphone subscribers in the country, we must dictate many standards. And we have an unique opportunity to do that. So I take this particular event so important that we come out with a very definite plan of how do we go about this and what would be our USP in this evolving 6G standard, where do we hit those patents, how we go about developing them, showcasing them, demonstrating them. And I think we should have milestones. The Indian Mobile Congress is one conference that happens on an annual basis. We must keep IMC as a deadline. And that's what my request to Ganti and team here. Every IMC, we must say that these are the things that we'll demonstrate, and we must go ahead and demonstrate. All the institutions here, all the directors of IITs, NITs, and other DG, we have TG Samir here, we have DOT, CDOT, Upadhyay is here. All of us are here to support, but we need deliverables. It is very important that we pull up our socks and work very fast. And let us also understand what others are doing, and let us not replicate things, and that's also very important. So I wish that at the end of these 3 days, all of us would have a clear understanding of how we are going to proceed and which direction we are going to take, and what is our contribution to 6G. Now, on the communication side, there are 3 important things that are going to happen in 6G. One is the backhaul. There's a very interesting project on optical communication. I also request Deepa to take some of the participants who are interested to see the testbed. We have a world-class testbed now. We have to start leveraging that to develop good technologies that can take the backhaul communication in its stride, and we need to get world-class backhaul communication. And next one is satellite communication. I also urge many of you to look at our rocket factory. We have now a patent which has an unified single printing of both the satellite and the rocket, and we are in a position to, Agni-cool if everything goes well. we can place an order for a rocket, and within 45 days, the rocket will be launched along with the satellite. So I would like you to visit that. So placing satellites, especially LEOs, low Earth orbit satellites, is not going to be a difficult thing. Maybe it can become as you go to some Shivakasi firework cracker, buy a rocket and send it. I think we will come to that stage. I am very confident it is going to be by demand, by order, you can get these satellites placed. Now the next aspect would be quantum communication. CDOT and IIT Madras are now hosting under the National Quantum Mission. CDOT, IIT Madras, Samgya Technologies, and this is a hub for the quantum communication. And so we have now 3 avenues where we can quickly grow, and multiple institutions will be participating in that hub activities. So with respect to the backhaul, with respect to satellite communication, placing of satellites, and then quantum communication, which are going to be 3 different things that are distinguishing 5G from 6G. I think we are having enough platforms on which we can experiment. So friends, let us all work together. Let us all see some very interesting deliverables. I wish this 3-day workshop a big success, and let us make it very flowerful so that we could see the fruits down the line. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your valuable perspectives. We now move on to the proud moment in the TTDF journey. As a part of the TTDF projects, we are thrilled to announce the deployment of a multi-core fiber field testing facility at IIT Madras. This facility is a key part of the advanced optical communication testbed and marks a significant leap forward in India's optical communication research. To give you a glimpse into the journey and impact of this facility, we have a short video lined up. Let's take a look.
Communication forms the backbone of today's digital world, enabling high-speed internet, 5G networks, and data center connectivity. By transmitting data as light, optical fibers provide rapid, reliable, and long-distance data transfer, supporting real-time streaming, smart cities, and IoT applications. Their scalability and resilience make them essential for future-proofing digital infrastructure. Recognizing the critical role of optical technologies, the Department of Telecommunications, Government of India, is focused on achieving self-reliance in optical communications while establishing leadership in niche technologies. This aligns with the Digital India and Atmanirbhar Bharat initiatives led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. A significant step in this direction is the Advanced Optical Communication Test Bed, led by IIT Madras with collaboration from IIT Delhi, IIT Delhi, ERNET, and industry partners like Sterlite Technologies, SASMOS, Signal Chip, Signaltron, SFO Technologies, and Confluence. Supported by the Telecom Technology Development Fund, this initiative is developing innovative subsystems and solutions for both fiber optic and free space optical communication. The multi-core fiber test bed at IIT Madras, the world's first of its kind to deploy multi-core fiber for both underground and aerial installations, quadrupling capacity within the same weight and volume. The test bed also includes spare ducts for future expansion and tests, with 19 focused work areas across optoelectronic and optical devices, transmission systems, turbulence-resistant free space optics, networked Li-Fi, RF front halls, interoperable QKD, and network predictions.
Active collaboration between the participating academic and industry partners established right at the inception of this project has led to several products, prototypes, and solutions, along with 17 patents and 40 research publications over this very short time. AOC project is all geared up for creating homegrown solutions for the next generation Indian networks. We really look forward for more fruitful collaborations.
The test bed fosters local product development, performance testing, patent creation, and standard setting, while training the next generation of optical engineers. Today, TTDF Symposium proudly announces the readiness of the multi-core fiber field test bed, marking a significant milestone in advancing high-capacity optical communication research that enables real-world experimentation for next-generation optical communication systems.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the most awaited moment of the morning, the inaugural address by the Secretary Telecom, Dr. Neeraj Mittal.
Good morning, everybody. Dr. Kamukuti, Dr. Kanti, DG Samir, Professor Bhaskar Ramurthy, CEO, Professor Deepa, a lot of other faces, of course, my additional secretary, Parag, all the faculty members, PIs of various, about 120 projects who are here today. It's a bright, sunny day, a lot of heat outside. This room is really, really comfortable. I've been on the sitting side. You know, you feel sleepy also many times because it's so nice to be here. So I don't want to bore you again with whatever has been said earlier. I only want to, highlight the context which all of us know. Government of India, the Prime Minister's vision is of a developed nation by 2047. We all daily read in newspapers that, our bordering countries, China, have, done this, done that, they are, and we feel, all of us feel collectively that why can't India do the same? I think it is a moment in India's destiny that the time for us to do leapfrog in innovation has come. The government, for the last 10 years, and through various programs, namely in the recent past, the Quantum Mission, the R&D Fund, is taking a lot of steps to ensure that we enable this process. Now, enable is a necessary condition, but not a sufficient condition. I mean, all engineers know this term by heart. What we really need, and as is the three words which have been captured in this today, is to collaborate with each other to make sure that the limited resources which India has, which you and I contribute through taxpayer every year, 31st March, is put to maximum use. TTDF is one of those good initiatives, as Professor Kamakuti said, that we have roughly done 120 projects over the last 2.5 years in various aspects of communication and telecom technology. I really wish to use this 5 or 7, 10 minutes, whatever has been given to me, to not really speak my mind, which is essentially to make sure that what we are doing as enabling environment is right. And the thought of bringing you all together was to make it a learning experience for us. This is not about you. This is about DOT trying to learn what we are not doing right and what can we do better. So in that spirit, I will not bore further. I would like to hear from you. So I think there are some mics there in the... So I would feel very, very honored if you can, at the end of, say, 10 minutes, whatever I have today, I have 10 either criticisms or suggestions for improvement for making TTDF better. You are PIs, you face various roadblocks through organizations within DOT, where your bills may not be settled, you may get long, you may be sometimes maybe feel harassed that, why are they asking this? There can be administrative issues, there can be issues of collaboration, many things which can make your life easy so that you can focus on research. So towards that end, I open the floor. Please feel free, emboldened to say whatever you want. I can assure you that it will not be held against you. Please go ahead. Anybody? If you don't speak today, I will not be able to improve this scheme. So please criticize me. That's why I'm leaving this place, because I have nothing to speak anymore.
Hello. Yeah, thank you, sir, for this opportunity. The only thing is, it's a wonderful idea to have this, and it's a learning for everybody. And I know that this project has been approved in a very short time frame, and course correction is also taking place. But my humble thing is the delay. I think you may be aware, time is very, 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 very important. And the thing is, we have to move ahead. We should not run behind the bus. But the thing is, the approval process, if you are ready to hear it and take some steps, I would say that if you can shorten the cycle approval process, it will be a very good thing, because it is taking more than a lot of time. And if you look at 6G, it's almost starting from August. And some of the things, even for a prototype, we are waiting for a longer time. That I want to tell you. Thank you, sir.
Hello. Hello. Here. So, thank you for the opportunity.
No, you don't need to. You don't need to if you feel retribution. You can simply speak.
No issues, no issues. I am Professor Mrinal from IIT Dhanbad. I want to say one thing, that is, I want to iterate the thing that even after approval process, the fund disbursement happened after 3 months. And that can be shortened. And another thing that for a academic organization, like most of us, means bearing the 25% remaining fund, the last fund, is a pretty much deal for us. It is for TTDF approval process, it has been said that 25% would be disbursed only after completion of the project. But we don't know how to hire that 25% from the institute. So if you can relax that, then it would be beneficial for our purpose.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Please go ahead.
Good morning, sir. I am Colonel Zakaria. I am the head R&D with Elena Geos Tech Private Limited. We have all the downstream solutions which are NAVIC based. So one of the things during the interactions it came out is, as we move from 5G to 6G, patent is something which is important. It seems about 2 years back, the figure given was in 5G, China has about 26% of the patent. Going ahead in 6G, which is yet to be deployed, there's about 176,000 patents already. So if this fund, since academicians are totally involved in this, could motivate and promote the PhD scholars in bringing out patents which are 6G focused, so that we have our say on the world stage. It would be nice.
Okay. Thank you. There's a lady there, the back. Yeah, please.
Hello. Sir. Hello.
Yeah, there's a lady at the back. Let her. She raised her hand.
Good morning, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be here. I just want to echo the same concerns, which are mostly administrative. Right now also, it's the first trans which has been relieved, and that is not proportionate to the first year sanction. And we have been told that as soon as you finish the first trans, you can submit your utilization certificate and you get the next grant, which is again a process of 2 months. So what do we do with the salaries of the staff which has to be given during that time? And for almost this 2 months, we would have no funds with us. And again, I echo the way the last grant has to be released, which is 25%, which is a very good, a good proportion. We are being told that you complete the project, and once you complete the project, then the 25% amount will be released. Once the project is complete, sir, how do we utilize the pending 25%? So I would request and submit before you that, sir, please look at the financial issues, because that is in my last 15 years, most of the projects, they suffer on this account, sir. Please. Thank you.
So let me, since this question has been raised twice on this 25%, I think the idea maybe when the guideline was formed is to incentivize you to finish the project, right? many projects remain unfinished, and that is why they're saying. So is there any other way to ensure incentivization without this stipulation? If you can think of a formulation, let us know. Okay, please go ahead. Yes. If you have a loud voice, you don't need to wait for the mic. Yeah.
Thank you. This.
Yeah. No, don't ask me a question. I need a criticism.
So I come from a startup and a industry background, and we have been collaborator in a couple of 6G projects. One challenge I see is like when the TTDF started, startups and MSMEs has opportunities to even participate and get a grant also. If you are an early stage company, but you have the right skill set to participate in 6G development, and if the funds are not available, then it becomes very difficult, sir. So, like this, specifically the 6G one, the fund goes to the academic institute, not to the startup. But we have to also invest time, energy.
It should go to startups also is what you're saying.
Right,
not
sir.
just limited to academics.
Yeah.
But academic institutions are also supposed to tie up with startups, etc., because there has to be some sutradhar. That was the idea, but
Right,
I hear you.
Sure.
Yeah, please, go ahead. Yeah, you.
100 projects have been funded in one go by a funding agency. So many people said it was slow, but I would say it was still fast compared to DST and other funds that we receive time to time. So thank you, thanks a lot. And one thing I would like to say that we signed the agreement in December, but money came in March. So still the date of the project is December. So our research offices at IIT Delhi, like finance and other institute, they follow the documents basically. So still the date is in December, which is not right. So the day we have received the money, that should be the project started.
Okay.
That 25% thing is a real issue because IIT will not give us any loan. So there's no way to continue the project if we don't have that 25% money. And so the DOT agreement that we have signed is mainly meant for tendering for like procurement, which DOT has been doing time to time from industry, right? Not for academic research. If you look at the agreement, it is not made for this academic research. So I think that needs some.
So can you amongst you form a small group to look at this document and suggest what changes we should do?
Yes.
I mean,
yes.
जो आप लोग भुक्त भोगी हैं
Right.
इस tender document के, maybe 4 or 5 of you can get together
Right,
and suggest that, sir, these are the problems, and if we can do them differently, we'll be grateful.
And sir, last one more thing about startup as raised by that. I'm also having a startup at IIT Delhi. Sir, we need to invest a lot more in startups. And I was just talking to someone who has a big company in China. He said there was a day in China, if you just show the PPT, you will get the money from the government. That's the reason they are doing so well. So nowadays there are funds, there are schemes, but there's a lot of scrutiny, a lot of protocols, and which delays. So we need to work on that part. Like normally it has been 2.5 years since I joined IIT Delhi. I've raised more than 15 CR. I would say it's fairly easy to raise money in India, but it's far, far tough to spend that money. GTE, JAM and all those things are there. And I know that there's a recent order which says this will be eliminated.
So one of the solutions which people have offered to funding of VCs, effective funding of VCs of startups is through VCs. To create VC funds. So instead of government giving funds directly to startup, one of the solutions has been that you give it to a set of VCs who will then leverage that fund with 1:10 or 1:1 or something. I don't know if there is an alternative solution to doing that.
Sir, we are IDEX winner, and in IDEX we have to match the funding, and it was very, very difficult to get the VC fund because VC just look at the business. They don't care whether it is deep tech fund, whether it will bring business after 10 years. So government has to take initiative for that deep tech fund.
Right. Thank you.
Sir, thank you.
Yeah, please. आप sorry. आप बोलिए.
Yeah, thank you, sir. And thanks for this opportunity. And 2 issues that I wanted to raise were already.
So don't repeat.
Raised. Yeah, fine. So, sir, another point is that we need to have some liberal processes for international travel as part of this project because we may require to travel to attend standardization meetings and other events. So. That is one thing. Second is we also need to have some clarity on the fund transfer to industry partners. So we have an industry partner, the things are not very clear and the rules are somewhat stringent for the transfer of money to the industry partner, especially when we are having government institutions. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, please.
Pandit Deendayal Upadhyaya Innovation Award. So one suggestion I will add on to what regarding the funding to startup can be funding startup in pilots because this will help the product stabilize in the market and be more valuable for an end use case.
So not early stage funding, you're suggesting that we fund them in pilots when they develop the
Fund them in
product?
pilots, because our personal feedback on deploying about 60 plus 5G deployment in India is that still at one stage we have to look at innovation in 6G, but still in 5G we have to look at product stability and product getting it to the world market.
Okay, right.
So, good morning, sir. I must congratulate DOT for taking such initiative to develop a commercial solution. But one issue is what we are facing, getting from research level to go to commercial level, the technology will go through different phases. So what is the vision of TTDF, like once we reach one milestone of the project delivery, and then how we should be actually going to get acceptable level for the commercial deployment? Because there is a many work has to be done actually there, and how a TTDF program would be there to support us to go in 10 years vision kind of program.
That's food for thought for us. So we'll do that. Yeah.
Good morning. Myself, Dr. Darshan Pat from IIT Roorkee. I just want to say that there are many equipment that are going to procured through this fund. But there should be one portal where we can get the idea that this equipment is with this institute and it will be utilized maximum %. And there should be some mechanism should be adopted so that that equipment should not be only ideal for only one institute.
So sharing of resources.
Yes, yes.
So we are thinking of developing a portal, and maybe we'll launch it short. I mean, yeah, it's ready, but we will make sure that these features are there so that you all can share resources. So that's a good point. Thank you.
Sir, my question is this. Like,
No questions. You have to only.
No, question is not that's a suggestion. The Professor Kamakoti has told ki ESP is standard essential patents and hello. And second thing is how we can contribute to the standards. Already pointed we should dictate the standards. So can you stream, because all PIs are not well aware about this, how can we get sensitized and streamline these things?
Yeah. So there is an IPR session. I think your question can be answered there. Please, go ahead. Use a mic here.
If there is any change in PIs or industry partner, you convey us and then we'll get it approved and we'll go ahead. It's almost 2.5 months. I have already submitted the updated MOUs with the industry partner and all, but there is no update. I have asked many times to officials, but they said, yeah, sir, it is under process, it will get approved. But
so we will, next time we'll put a deemed provision. If you don't hear back from us in 15 days, then it's deemed to be approved. How about that?
That will be great,
okay,
sir.
Good. Right. Yeah.
Sir, as Professor Kamavadi mentioned, TTDF has showered projects significantly for national development. But there is one important thing that is required for making best use of this golden opportunity is to authorize the principal investigators to make decisions necessary to implement the project. As of today, principal investigators have the responsibility to deliver the outcomes, but they don't have authority to make any decisions, particularly the purchase related, recruitment related, travel related. So they are running from pillar to post for even simplest of permissions. Unless we give the PIs with some authority mandated by the projects, we cannot easily accomplish the outcomes of TTDF grants.
I don't know, for institute, DOT doesn't control that. The dean and the director controls.
Right.
So it is for the dean and the director to look at it. Right? So for example, travel, we don't need any, we have to just submit a form if a PI or somebody has to go. PI has to certify.
Right.
And it's a normal approval if it is within India.
Sir,
so for, I don't know which institute you are, may not want to mention the name of the institute.
Across all India, IIT Madras policies are not followed. And
no, this is all GFR.
Right.
So there is one Swami handbook, all of you have seen this. That's what we need to follow. And that has lot of processes Yeah, no, actually, recently we have got lot more of sanctioning power. The dean, the director, the amount we can do for 3 quotations, the amount we can go without quotation, all those are relaxed now. I think it is for your institute to interpret it. If, I don't know, you may talk to me in person.
Yeah, I'll do that.
If your dean or director wants to have a one-on-one session, we will help on that.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Even funding agency can mandate certain,
Funding agency doesn't mandate, but it is GFR. So that Swami handbook mandates. Okay.
Thank you.
You have to go in front of the Swami and, Kumbanonge.
Hello.
Last.
Yeah, this is Anirudhan from IIT Madras. As you pointed out, there are lots of, about more than 100 projects that have been funded. And I'm sure lots of next generation technologies are going to come up. And many of them will be commercialized as well. I have a suggestion that for the next round of TTDF projects that are coming up, you somehow figure out a way to build on what has been built and commercialized as part of this round of funding.
So repeat or later stages of moving up the TRL ladder.
No, I'm trying to say that, for example, if there are some products that are commercialized as part of this round of funding, for the next round, you try to enable people to use those to build bigger systems, better systems.
Yeah. Please keep it brief because we'll take maybe 5 more questions and then we'll close.
Can I start?
No, please start. Please. No, go ahead.
Thank you, sir. Commander Saini here. My suggestion is that don't have a hiccup starts, that you have a TTDF coming now only. Next round will come after 2 years.
So we are fixing
that.
We are fixing that. We are already fixing that. Next set of guidelines will be a rolling window.
Anytime you get an idea, just go ahead and
24/7.
24/7. And second is, you very rightly said we need some kind of VC, but somewhere mix of VC and government control. So I recommend TCOE should have a panel with them which can help them to take a call quickly and move things faster.
Good.
Thank you.
Please.
Thank you, sir. Sir, my request is that I am from TSDSI.
No questions.
No questions. Just solution. Sir, you were very kind and you allocated 100 5G test labs. And we were very happy that we will get so many members on board with TSDSI and we'll get so many standards coming out of India. We contacted multiple times, so many of them, not a single person we could get. They said, we have got equipment, we got everything, we want to join, but they could not, get into standards.
This is not about TTDF, no? So we'll discuss it separately.
I'm saying, so at least in TTDF, keep it so that we can get the people and get the standards.
You to get membership is your problem. It is not government's problem. You must canvass and get them to, your value proposition has to be there from TSDSI, why they should come to you.
Yes,
what can government do about it?
No, I'm saying, sir, if they are not able to get funding from respective institutes, if some for standard also, this it caters for it, it will be better, sir.
Okay, right.
Thank you, sir.
Please.
To TSDSI, see, let us all learn from, you have some very good practices, no doubt about it, but let us all learn from HC, how the things are happening, how 3GPP is happening, what are the real pain points. I think those type of workshops, we are ready to conduct with you. But that is what will take us to the next, because I don't think government can manage anything. It's up to the innovators and standards body to work together to see that proper standards are going on. With respect to patenting, I must tell you, this is a real patent revolution. We have made 417 patents we have filed this year. 15 days for filing, 18 months you get an answer, yes or no. And within 1 year we get a response if there are some queries. And this is going well. I think TSDSH must use this type of an opportunity to get it patent first in India and then move ahead for this. So these are my suggestions, sir.
Hello.
I'm going to be here for the rest of the day, so don't feel that I'm going to run away. So whosoever has not been able to meet, maybe we'll be around in some of the halls. We can catch up there. But thank you so much for your feedback. I think precious feedback. We will try to work on most of it. I think this 15-day we will immediately implement. Deemed, if you don't listen, do it. Great. Okay, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you, Secretary Sir, for your inspiring words and for officially inaugurating this symposium. To conclude this inaugural session, I would now invite Professor R.K. Ghanti to deliver the vote of thanks and express our gratitude to all who made this event possible.
A warm good morning to everyone. Welcome to IIT Madras and particularly IIT Madras Research Park. Before I do the vote of thanks, I would request Professor Kamakoti, Director IIT Madras, to present shawls to the devotee dignitaries on the dais. So it's so wonderful to see all of you here for the TTDF Symposium. This symposium is to ensure that all of us get together, talk about, just like what happened right now, talk among ourselves, figure out collaborations. There are some rough edges in all the proposals. We have to smoothen them out. So this next 2 days this is what we are going to do. This is what the whole plan was, to ensure that we talk, we find out the issues, and make this a success, okay? So a lot of us have done this kind of projects before, so we'll be happy to share the knowledge with you, both technical as well as administrative. So a lot of points that have been raised, there are ways to get over those. We'll help you out on that. So before, I want to first thank Dr. Neeraj Mittal, sir, Secretary DOT, for his unwavering support in conducting this symposium, and in general for R&D research for 6G in India. So essentially, this whole thing started with a short discussion with him at one of his earlier visits, and he was very gracious enough to come and spend time here with all of us. I would also thank Sri Guljar Natarajanji, Additional Secretary DOT, for his support in providing ideas to making TTDF a successful program. Every time I meet him, he gives a lot of ideas on how this TTDF has to be improved, and I hope that we have incorporated a lot of this in the symposium going ahead. Anyway, he'll be here, and we are hoping to interact more with him in making this a success. Thank you, sir. I want to also thank Sri Neeraj Vermaji, Administrator DBN, for his support to this workshop and being the guiding person behind the TTDF. So I would like to thank the entire TTDF division and the PMU team who have helped us to put together this whole program and getting it executed. We had countless hours of meetings with them, and all the way from logistics, the evaluation procedures, and finalize the outcomes of this workshop. In particular, I would like to thank Sri Paragji and Sri Vinodji, who are ever smiling, welcoming, always patient with us. It was wonderful working with both of you, sir. I also want to thank TCO India team, and in particular Anuragji, for their support, without which this event would be in complete chaos. I mean, the TTDF database, they must have sorted out 1,000,000 times for us. We are asking, who is the person with X amount of money, with this criteria? So many times they have done this, always ever patient. I mean, they're very patient with us. I would like to thank Professor Kamakoti, Director IIT Madras, and his team for the support throughout this process. One thing I would say is it's a pleasure conducting workshops like this at IIT Madras. The whole process is very well set. Any number of people we can handle. It's because of a lot of support and help from administrative, ICSR, Research Park that this is happening. Okay, I would really wholeheartedly thank them for this. I would also take this opportunity to thank my local team here at 5G Testbed, who have been working the last 2 weeks tirelessly, or sometimes bearing my outbursts, coordinating with DOT and helping with them with local arrangement. In particular, I would thank Subhashni, Jaishankar sir, Kruba, Thiru, Navaneet and Pradeep for their support. I would thank the students, in particular masters and PhD students, and summer interns who are the ground people who have been helping us with immensely the whole process. Dr. Anil, Dr. Sai, helped by Dr. Narayana, Dr. Asgar, Dr. Sriraj, Dr. Mandeep, who are the postdocs. They have meticulously, again, gone through all the 120 proposals, made notes, made comments. This is what we are going to do in the next 2 days. They have, last 1 week, they have been doing this tirelessly. They help create schedules, provide comments and feedbacks sheets, and on a big shout out for them. My sincere thanks to my colleagues, Professor Deepa Venkatesh, Professor Aniruddhan, Professor Bhaskar Ramurthy, Dr. Hanumantarao, DG Samir for their constant support and advice throughout. Finally, I would like to take this opportunity to thank all the dignitaries present here, all the researchers, professors, deans who have come here taking time from their very, very busy schedule. This is also the vacation time for kids. I know that there's a lot of approvals that are required from the home front, but you have taken time and came here for spending 3 days. I really wholeheartedly thank you. And we promise to be a good host and give you a good three days of workshop here. Looking forward for a great symposium. Thank you and welcome again.
Thank you, Professor Ghanti. With that, we conclude the inaugural ceremony. We once again thank the esteemed dignitaries and all participants for gracing us with their presence. Thank you all for being part of this inspiring beginning. We kindly request the VIPs, mentors, industry members, and deans to stay back in the hall.